Hello, and welcome to Friday Facebook Fix. Today we're talking about 10 top tips or 10 tips to spruce up your live broadcast. Now, I have done a couple of things today. It's been a mad rush, but I love it when it's crazy busy. What I've done is I've put it all into a PDF. So before I even start talking, you can grab a copy of what I'm going to talk about today. If you just type in live in the comments, that's LIVE in the comments, and you can grab a copy and walk through it with me. I'm Adair Palmer. This is Friday Facebook Fix, and today we're looking at the 10 tips to spruce up your live broadcast. I can see in the lobby section, I've got Deborah and Jeanne. Is that Jeanne? I'm going to just pop you in to say hello into the show in a moment. I've invited people to come into the show because I love to talk to people. If you have any comments or questions, please ask them in the comments below or jump into the show and we'll see how we go. We've got half an hour to get through the 10 top tips, and I'm sure we're going to have some wonderful conversations. A couple of new faces here in the lobby. What I'd like to also say is I am an absolute abysmal failure, and I'm proud to admit that, at doing frames and any sort of graphics. But if you can see here where it says tap here, hang on, I'll just pop my head up here. If you can see there, tap me on the forehead and it should say get live notifications. And I'll just ask you if you're interested in popping in or being notified every Friday when I'm on for Friday Facebook Fix. I will then be able to, you will actually get notified live when I'm going live. And if I'm on live at other times, then you'll also be notified about that too. The little love hearts that are coming across the bottom of the screen up here, hang on, here, it's all back to front, they're also my abysmal attempt at doing a frame. But you know what? We all start at zero, and I've got to get better. We all have to get better. We've got Theone here. Hello, Theone. And Roz, hello, Roz. Roz is commenting live in the comments. Let me know if you do get your PDF, because I've just sort of set that up using Facebook, the ManyChat chatbots, which is an amazing tool to help you in your business, to grow your business using live broadcasts and chatbots. So that's another conversation for another time. We've had that. Georgie's here. Sharon's here. Hello. Lovely. Thank you for joining us. Now, listen, there's another thing that I learned the other day from the amazing Fallon Zoe. She said to one of the things that you can do is to, Jeanne Kearney, you were in the lobby section. You need to go out and click on the link that says live broadcast or watch here or join here. Then you can grab the live. So you're just in the wrong spot, hun. Okay, so Fallon Zoe, back to Fallon Zoe. Kirsty, who are you going to interview? I'm happy to jump on for a few minutes. This is open mic. No, I'm answering questions and talking to people about sprucing up your live broadcasting today. Fallon Zoe says, when you're live broadcasting, ask people to share. So if you want to share this broadcast, especially as I get through the top 10 things to do to spruce up your broadcast, you think it's useful, you think the people that you're connected to will be interested in hearing what I have to say, please share the broadcast. But the other thing is, if you see there's an opportunity to invite people to the live broadcast, here's a new trick that I haven't done before, I haven't heard of before, and I'm very grateful to Fallon Zoe, who is also a fellow social media helps people with their social media. She works out of the US. She lives in Florida. She's got a mermaid tribe. She's very colorful and I love it a bit. So I'm taking that tip directly from Fallon, who says, if you're doing a live broadcast and you are asking people to, well, hang on, I'm just losing the plot here. I'm trying to shift some things around on my screen and it's all gone to hell in a handbasket. But I'm just going to keep talking and make out that I know what I'm doing, all right? So Okay, if there's any questions about any of this, please ask, because this is interactive and I love having the interaction. You can pop in. I see Deborah's in the lounge or the green room, but I actually think Deborah thinks she's perhaps not where she thinks she is at the moment. So Deborah, if you are still here, I can see Deborah's got a blue screen, which is really unusual. That I can't see her. I can see that she's in there. But so if you are wanting to pop into the show and sit in the seat with me, Kirsty, you're welcome to. We can have a bit of a conversation about this, because I know you rock at this stuff. Kirsty also does social media and digital marketing strategies. The guest link, Kirsty, is up there. Jump in. Like we haven't seen enough of each other today, but I'd love to have a conversation with you. And I know that you've got some amazing ideas. Well, and you're just like me, because you make stuff up on the spot. You go boom, 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 and you got things happening. Kirsty is, for those who don't know, Kirsty is the slogan bogan of bogan slogans, and she is also the ambassador for Motor Neuron Disease Association South Australia. Well, actually, not the ambassador for them. She's the ambassador for the campaign called Dare to Care that Christine Colliver is running to raise $20,000 for motor neuron disease. Now, that's her personal fundraising goal. Theone and I have jumped on the bandwagon. I'm getting a bit sidetracked here, but we've jumped on their bandwagon and we're helping them raise some funds. We're going to do a walk to Broken Hill next year for motor neuron disease. And Kirsty is the one that's sort of, with her enthusiasm and her encouragement, like we need the encouragement, but Kirsty and Christine, with your passion and your dedication, we were so uber impressed with that. We've decided that we're just going to come along for the ride or the walk or the run or the laughs with you guys. So jump in and if you can, and we'll have a conversation. Meantime, here we go. The 10 tips for sprucing up your live broadcasts. Okay. Now, there's a bit of a story to this, because I was actually tidying my, or do we do tidying in quotes or hashtag tidying? We don't do hashtag and anyway. I was tidying, making a feeble attempt to tidy the girl cave the other day, and I actually shifted a piece of paper and I found another piece of paper and went squirrel. Squirrel in shiny shoes, because what I'd done is I actually had written a list of things that tips around live broadcasting. And I thought, normally when I take notes, I take copious amounts of notes. I'm just a compulsive note taker, which is probably a good thing. But then on the other hand, it's not necessarily it can get confusing. If you saw the amount of sticky notes that were floating around here, but it's the way my brain works, and it seems to be working for me. But so I picked up a piece of paper, and underneath it, there was a list of things to do while live broadcasting. And I just went like, you know, you get those little, not an idea, not a thought bubble, but like an explosion out of your head that goes, boom, this is what I can do. And I went, yes. And so bugger the tidying up. I'm on the computer and I'm typing away, and I'm just going, this is how I can help you if you're looking to live broadcast, because it is so much more fun when we've got ideas about what we can do when we're live broadcasting. A lot of us, you know, like, and I know when I first started and I was going, you know, how do you make it sexy? How do you make it exciting? How do you make it so people want to engage? Well, that's where I thought I can write some of these tips, and I can use some of the tips that I saw in the broadcast. It could have been Molly Mahoney, it could have been Murray Smith, it could have been Fallon Zoe, it could have been any one of those amazing, amazing ladies, could have been Jeff Adams, or Stephen Healy. Any of those they're in the BeLivers community. The platform I'm using is BeLive TV. You can actually jump over to BeLive.tv and grab your own 14-day free trial. So there's a free plug for you. In that community, in the BeLivers group, it is an amazing group, amazing community that we're building. And so there's a lot of information. There's a lot of good stuff going around, but I couldn't remember who I actually got this information from, or whose notes, who I'd written it from. So what I did was I've acknowledged them in the PDF. If you want the PDF, just comment live below and I will send you immediately, using the magic of my chatbot, a copy of what I'm going to talk to you about today. So live, L-I-V-E, you can see some people have already done it, and you'll get a copy of today's broadcast. So it's just written out, and now I'm going to talk to it. If I have taken your stuff and haven't acknowledged you, then I am issuing a standard disclaimer and an apology right now, because it is this what I've done is I've used the ideas, because they were only just one line, as 2 or 3 words for each line. And I've gone, some ideas there. So I've built on them and I've made them sort of, it's like standing on the shoulders of giants. It's like when you get an idea or you see someone doing something, then you can build on that. So you don't have to copy it exactly. But if I have copied your stuff, some of your stuff, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to acknowledge you. But I just wanted to make it clear and upfront that I'm not deliberately stealing stuff. I'm just saying this is notes that I found when I was clearing up my office, and I actually didn't write down who I had got those ideas from. So there's a few of mine thrown in here, but a lot of them have also come from other sources. So like I said, standing on shoulders of giants. In this broadcast also, there's a few people I want to acknowledge, and I will acknowledge them as I go along, because I'll give you some live examples, some real examples of the sorts of things that we do when we go live and do live broadcasts, so that you can either go and check them out, or you can then you can do it and apply this sort of thing in your own live broadcasts. So here we go. Number 1, and again, getting really, really super organized here. I'm doing the agenda as we go. So number 1 is, now that's a call to action. We want an agenda item, don't we? Is holding a competition. So let's put that up there. Let's go agenda item. It's holding a competition. So you could actually, I'm not even sure that I want to do that. I'm not going to do that, because if you want to get them numbered 1 to 10, just type live in the comments and you'll be able to grab your own copy. So so it's all there. It's all there. So number 1 is holding a competition. Now, one of the things that we do, Theone and myself, here's my partner in crime, Theone, there we go. Good morning. Good to see you here. We actually do. Here's Paula. Yeah, you get just in time. Theone's saying plagiarism is the best form of flattery. I think it's imitation is the most sincere form of, or is it? Yeah, I think imitation, but plagiarism, I think, what's that saying where they go, if you take something from someone else and you just put it on social media, it's plagiarism. But if you take it and use it in a research project for uni, it's no, anyway, I don't know. I can't remember. I'm not even going to go there, so I'm going to stuff that up. Hi, McCary. Hello, Mandy. Hi, Effie. Hi, Gianna, Tracy. Great to see you here. Tracy, comment live, L-I-V-E, not PDF. PDF, I don't know. Let me know if it works. Does PDF get you anything? We've also got some amazing frames that have been given to us from BeLive TV technical team. These are Easter frames. We've got eggs. I don't know how long we'll get these for. They just pop up. We had, what were they called? Oh my God, I can't even think of it now. Oh, St. Patrick's Day. Yes, St. Patrick's Day. We had the leprechauns and the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. No, I'm not even going to try and do that. Not even going to try and do that accent. That's just going to make me sound bad. But I like the flowers. We'll keep the flowers. Now, number 1, holding a competition. So what we do, Theone and I, we run masterclasses in our business in Women in Business Adelaide group. And what we do when we do the masterclasses, we say, I do this in other areas as well, but Theone's got bingo balls. I've got bingo wings. Theone's got bingo balls. And what we do there is we say at the beginning of the masterclass, we say who would like to win whatever the freebie is. And usually the freebies are substantial. They are really, really valuable prizes that we give out. And there's usually more than one, because Theone really does like rolling her balls more than once. And we go, we'll say, now this is really low tech for a high tech environment that we're working in. This is very, very low tech. So what we do is Theone will go, or whoever's hosting calls out, says, if you want to win whatever it is, say, write in the comments, pick me or me. And then whoever else, now Carmina and Effie, we did this as well when we were doing with Stephanie Vaughan. Carmina was writing down the names. I was reading. Well, I tell you what, we had a whole production team on that day, and that was one of the master classes in Women in Business Adelaide. It was called Show Us Your Undies, but then I could sidetrack on that one as well, but I won't. Let's go back to how you do it. So you have somebody, or if you're by yourself, you can ask them to write in the comments, pick me, and especially if you're in a group. If you are in a chat page, on a page like this, you can actually link it to your chat bot. But in this context, we were in the group, so we couldn't link it to a chat bot, and we were saying, write me, pick me, and we would write their names down. We would assign them a number. So there was, 1 to 15, 1 to 20, 1 to 30, whatever. And then every so often, so maybe a third of the way through the broadcast, we would do another call out. So if people came on, then we were able to add new people as well. We'd read out who we have. We'll say, if your number and your name isn't here, then pop your name in and say, pick me, and we'll add you to the list. At the end of the broadcast, we'd give people 5 minutes to put their name down and say, pick me. And we would then also go, while we explain what the freebie was or what the competition giveaway was. And then Theone would roll her little bingo balls in her little thing. So much fun. And out pops the number, and then we align a number with the names on the page, and then we call out the winner. Now, this is a really fun way to get people involved, and I love the idea of the bingo balls, which was Theone's idea. She got them for, I think it was about $8 at Kmart. It is a kid's game, and what it's one, she holds it up to the camera, she sort of spins it around, the little ball goes around, and the tiny balls with the numbers on them drop out, and then we can announce the winner. If you don't have bingo balls, or you're not inclined to go and get those, what you can do, and I have done this in the past, I have used a Google random number generator. Now, with BeLive TV, I can share my screen, so I'm able to do that on camera. I can share my screen and I can put the numbers in. I still assign numbers to the names of people who are participating, but then I pop the numbers, then I do a random number generator, and the random number that comes up is the one that wins the prize. So there's a couple of ways that you can do that, and it is kind of cool. The other thing is we are now looking at replays, because replays, and think about this for your live broadcast, replays get so many more viewers than the live broadcast. So if you're watching this right now, thank you for joining me. Just shout out, we've got Paula, Theone, McCary, Mandy, Effie, Jan, Tracy, Roz, Sharon, and it's also this beautiful Roz saying a message has come through, so saying live does work. Georgie, Kirsty. So it's awesome to have you all here, and I really appreciate you popping in for Friday Facebook Fix. I know you're going to get good value out of it. I'm asking you to share the broadcast, and also if you're finding that it is kind of fun and of good value to you, invite your friends to watch live. And what you can do also is invite your friends to watch live and ask when you're live, ask your viewers to invite their friends to watch live, which is also a really powerful way of getting your live broadcasts out there. So do that for me, and I will definitely do that for you, because this is what we do for each other. Number two, embrace the unknown. Now, if you want to know what I'm reading out, it is 10 ways to spruce up your live broadcast. You can just drop write live in the comments, and I will send you one. Bingo, immediately. Bingo, where did I get that word for? Presto, immediately. Abracadabra, immediately and magically by many chatbots. So live in the comments, and you will get your own copy of what I'm talking about, and then you'll be able to read through it at your leisure. But embracing the unknown. Now, this is a really, really scary thing to do. And this is especially scary for people who love to be in control. Me, I'm always out of control, so it's no different. But I'm actually I see people in different groups, and especially live streaming groups, who go, they things don't go according to plan, and they get really, really cranky. And, you know, if you don't live stream immediately, or if there's something wrong with the platform, BeLive had let us know this morning that we can't actually, right at this moment, we can't live stream into groups. And already there's people going, I need to be able to run a live stream into my group, because I'm doing training in there. Now, I train in my group in Facebook Code Breakers, and I use Facebook Live, and I use the BeLive platform as a amazing tool to help me live stream into Facebook Code Breakers. I also do that into the group Accelerate Your Business page. But if it's not working, it's not working. So it's looking for other ways to do it. Now, there's people that really lose their shit and get really angry about it and frustrated, and I can understand, because this stuff is important. But we also hang our hats on putting too much importance on it. So embracing the unknown, and I think always being prepared to do something different. Now, I've had more occasions that it's worked than what it hasn't. So taking a chill pill is the first thing to do, but embracing it and going, all right, well, it's not working on my on BeLive TV. It's not working on my computer. What else can I do? My internet's down. Well, like Linda in Darwin, oh, look at that, cyclones hit. What are you going to do? Well, Linda goes to her mum's place where they've got electricity. So there's always ways and means and different things that you can do to make sure that you are able to, and if you can't at the end of the day, after doing everything that you possibly can, that you can, you just go and have a cup of tea and lay down. So just don't get too stressed. Now, this is absolutely, use your phone. We don't have to always be sitting here with our little flower frames, and I've done that before as well. So just chill out about it, because there's a lot of stuff that is beyond your control. There's also things, embrace the unknown. You can say things like, people who come into your broadcast, you don't know what they're going to say. And sometimes we want to script and structure that to the nth degree, so that people often feel like they're suffocating. We want to have a conversation. We want to be real and authentic. So just embrace it, and you know what? It's going to flow a lot easier. Number 3, play a game. Now, we do the contest, the competition's a bit like a game, but I'm thinking, now I'm actually putting together a resource for people, because I think that what we can do with live broadcasting, if we're doing something like playing a game. I mean, how cool is that? I've got in my PDF, you can type live in the comments to grab your own copy, but I'm thinking Wheel of Fortune. I have no idea why I played Wheel of Fortune, but I think that's why. If you read a little bit lower into the next part of that paragraph, if you get the PDF, it actually says, I'm in a Facebook group run by the lovely Money Honeys, Linda Elmsley, Susan Whelan, and Melinda Smiley. It is called the Prosperity Game, 30 Days to Manifest Money and Mindset. Now, I have put a link to that group in the PDF. So grab that as well and go jump into the game. That is so much fun because they go live daily in the group, and we have fun because we've got every day with the amount of money that we get to spend is doubled, and we have to spend it all, and it is so much fun because it really generates a prosperity mindset. So using live broadcast to play a game like this, the prosperity game, and using live broadcast to get that interaction to make it feel really, really real to us is a stroke of genius. So more power to you girls, your money honeys, and I'm happy to have you as my money honeys as well. So awesome work playing a game. You don't have to do that. I'm suggesting if you are doing NLP, there's a lot of people doing NLP who do memory improvement. Even reading skills you can do with the techniques that we learn with NLP. You can play games on using live broadcast. And I was thinking things like memory games and that type of thing. So there is a whole heap of different things. And as we go along, I'm going to be coming up with more and more different ideas that you can do, and there are other people will be coming up with different ideas of things that you can do as well on your own live broadcast. Take suggestions. Number 4, open the suggestion box. It could be like a live poll. You could be asking something like and I'm suggesting here, Stephanie Vaughan from Infinite Styling was doing the Show Us Your Undies masterclass in Women in Business Adelaide. And what she did was she got Effie to empty her whole wardrobe out onto the bed. And then she was asking, she was saying, oh, like this necklace with this dress with these shoes, and what do you think? And then, it was like people were actually putting in, wow, that looks really good. Wow, I never would have thought of that. And, like having that real interaction was an amazing, amazing feeling. And it was just really, really cool. Asking questions. Go live and ask for advice or suggestions from the pros in any industry. Now, on My Time TV, I interviewed Malcolm Haynes. He's a guru in permaculture. He teaches us to eat weeds. Now, he says that weeds are more nutritious than domestic plants. And he was it was amazing. He's actually the son of my neighbour who lives across the road. He did I've just got that here, so I'll show you. A big shout out to you, Malcolm, because I'm impressed with people who do this sort of stuff. That's him and his lovely wife, Jelena. And they have, and their son there, what's their son's name? It is Marlon. And they do amazing things. Now, his dad bought that article over. He was in PIP, Permaculture magazine. And when I saw that article, I went, he's got to be on My Time TV. And so we actually had him live. He's got a Facebook business page called Legalia. I get my pronunciation wrong with that, and I'm sure I'll be corrected if it is wrong, and I apologize if I did say that wrong. But it is amazing, and he's got all sorts of goodies over on his page and all sorts of information about eating weeds for like he takes people on park walks and points out where the weeds are that you can just pick out of the park and how to prepare them. And his lovely wife Jelena actually is an amazing cook, and she cooks up the weeds into delicious dishes. So I think what they're doing is amazing. So when he came on My Time TV, people were asking questions and what you use different things for. So you can get people to ask questions, so you can have somebody on and get people interacting that way. Have someone help you with the comments. Now, this is a really, really cool one because it's like the audience warm-up. When Theone and I do our masterclasses in Women in Business Adelaide, we do have one of us hosts, and the other one's like the class clown, where we do We do interact with the audience, and we encourage we actually try and have a party on screen and a party in the audience, with the live audience as well. So that is a really good thing. You actually do need 2 people to do this, because it is very difficult to do on your own, especially if you're managing a program or a platform like BeLive TV. You almost need a producer, a director, the host, the guests, and then you need the audience warm up. So there's probably 1 or 2 doing at least 5 people's job when we're doing Facebook Lives. But if you can get a partner in crime, get even somebody that you say, just pop in, even if they're not with you physically, they can be watching the audience comments and popping things up. Kirsty, you're really good at that, I know. So so awesome stuff that you can do when you start to think about it and start to engage and involve other people. Filling up the airspace with energy. Now, in my notes, this was written as have less dead moments. I don't know what a dead moment is. It's like, seriously, one of those things where you have those pregnant pauses. I can't believe I was that quiet for that long. It's totally appropriate if you're doing like Linda does every Monday morning and doing a live meditation class. But even Linda does guide us through a meditation. I think it is actually being prepared and having your agenda ready and going through the dot points. And then I just forgot where I was at, but that's okay. Ask your audience to respond with a 1-word comment. Now, I was going to say, this could be used as a filler if you don't have an audience warmer-upper. So comment below with the word live if you want to get your own copy of the PDF that this broadcast is based around. Now, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to have to go scooch through these in the next 30 seconds. Go live is number 8. Go live in inspirational places. The beach, the hills. You don't have to be a Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu. You can do it in your backyard if you like. My backyard is absolutely inspirational to me, and I love taking people out there and showing, because it's just nature at its best. Give live exclusive access. Now, you can do this, which means that you can go into a separate group. You can do masterclasses, and you can say, come into this event and in this group. And I know Molly Mahoney does that very well, and so does Fallon Zoe. You can, and I have that with the Code Breakers as well. So we have the Code Breakers Monday night webinar, and that's exclusive to Code Breakers, where I give amazing information, and only to Facebook Code Breakers. Number 10, do a live demonstration or performance. Now, this is live broadcasting on Facebook, folks. Now, what we're doing on mytimetv.live, which is a TV channel on Facebook that I have, that we are collaborating with other amazing people who want to do their own shows and have their own shows, and presenters as well. So Linda Elmsley and Paula Dutch are 2 who are now live broadcasting. Paula is doing live demonstrations she's not doing demonstrations, she's doing oracle card readings. I'm talking to a girl who wants to do a TV program on vegan cooking. Now, who wouldn't love to see a bit vegan cooking? Put your hand up. Tell me. Just say yay in the comments if you'd love to see a regular show on vegan cooking. Would you hook into it? I hook into a regular show that taught me how to eat keto. Tracy, are you with us? You could do a show, keto eating. Just tell us what your diet is, because it's going so well for you. Just do the cooking. It was funny because I said to my daughter, she's got to have her own TV show because she's such a good cook. She said, "Oh man," she said, "I do my own. I do recipes and I jadify them, so there's nothing original." And I'm going like, "You have to can't be serious. Yeah, you jadify them, which means that you make them yours. There's nothing original. Even the other cooks are borrowing from other people as well." So and then she said something about being embarrassed about being on live TV. So then I thought, okay, well, that might be more to the truth. I saw somebody doing a demonstration on how to make a bath bomb from a bath bomb packet maker mix. It's like trying to teach people how to cook a cake using cake mix packet cake mix. people do this. So if you can make a cake from scratch, we want to see you make it from scratch. It doesn't matter if you watch it, have a recipe or anything. You can Jadify it yourself. Anyway, there's 10 reasons, 10 things you can do to spruce up your Facebook Live video broadcast. Please share if you found this useful, and I look forward to seeing you next week at the same bat time, at the same bat channel for Friday Facebook Fix. I'm Adair Palmer. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.